What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nash here, welcome back to the channel. Now before we get into today's video, yeah, my hair is coming out. Anyway, before we get started with today's video, the road to 200 subs has now officially come to a close, and we are now officially on the road to 500 subs. Hopefully we can get to 500 by the end of the year. Who knows? Maybe it might happen, maybe it might not. Only time will tell. But as I have said in previous videos, if this channel does get to 500 subs, I will open up this Korean LOB booster box in its entirety on the channel. Excuse me, that I got from my partners over at Collector Store, so be sure to check them out. Link and address will be in the description below. By checking them out, not only does it support them, it also supports the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it, on the hopes to potentially pull a Blue Eyes White Dragon, a Dark Magician, a Red Eyes Black Dragon, a piece of Exodia, Monster Reborn, Pot of Greed. The possibilities are out there. However, if this channel does get to 1,000 subs, excuse me, I will open up this first edition Toon Chaos box in its entirety on the channel that I also got from my partners at Collector Store, on the hopes to potentially pull my second ever Collector's Rare. Because it wouldn't be the first time that I pulled a Collector's Rare, because I also pulled this. Freshly pulled from my Genesis Impact box opening is my Collector's Rare Beat Cop from the Underworld. This thing looks absolutely beautiful. I'm planning to get it graded at some point. There's like nothing wrong with this card. This card is absolutely gorgeous. So I will be getting it graded fairly soon. Not sure when, but I will be getting it graded soon. So if you guys want to see those boxes get opened, maybe you guys want more episodes of excuse me, of WWE's Biggest Issue. Maybe you guys want more episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue, deck profiles, card discussions, WWE topic videos, or maybe, just maybe, you guys want some premium live event predictions and results. Well, if you guys want all of that and more, my channel is the place to be. So if you guys are new to the channel, and I know that a lot of you guys are, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on all my social media. My ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And I want you guys, yeah, and also too, I want you guys to post in the comments below, answering the question. Excuse me. The question of the day, which ties into today's video, which is this: do you think that Majespecter Kieran will be taken off the ban list at some point? Let me know down in the comments below, because for today's video, Majespecters have made its return to the meta with some new support in Phantom Nightmare. I'm gonna be honest, I never would have imagined that we would get Majespecter support in like ever. Like, I don't think we've had any like good support in years. I think like, what was it, like the last time we got like good support for them was like what? It was like what? Like right around the date, like right around the time of like Breakers of Shadow, like Shining Victories, like right around in those sets. Woo, it's been a while. It's been a while, but there are crazy enough only 4 cards to talk about in this video. Honestly, I'm not surprised, but this ought to be interesting because we actually have a Link monster for the Majespecters, which honestly, I think this is something that the the archetype needed, because once Majespecter Unicorn Kieran got banned, the deck just stopped. Everybody knew that. Everyone knew that Majespecters were never going to be meta once again, and they were meta because of Kieran. Now that we got new support, maybe, just maybe, in the next ban list, which I'm assuming, which would be like what, January next year? Which would be what, like January of next year? Maybe, just maybe, we could see Kieran come back to at least one. If it comes back to one, then I'm pretty sure the deck will probably still function as it did when it was at 3. So so who knows? Who knows? But let's kick this off with Majespecter Porcupine Yamarashi, which is a 4-star wind spellcaster pendulum with 1500 attack and defense, and its pen scale is 2 with no pendulum effect, but it does have 3 monster effects. The first 2 are once per turn. The first effect reads during the main phase, if you control a Majespecter monster as a quick effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. Second effect reads, if this card is normal or special summon, you can target a Majespecter spell trap in your grave. Sorry, a Majespecter spell in your grave, set it. And the third effect says that it cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects, and your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. I mean, to be fair, this is probably the best, like, form of support you could potentially get, because this is basically the combo extender, because if you have Kieran on board, you can special summon this card, trigger its second effect, set any Majespecter spell, which I think, what are some of the Majespecter spells that you can run? Give me a second. Hang on, guys. I'm going on Nexus right now, on my Nexus account, to see if I can find... Okay, let's go to deck. Go to a random one. Alright, Majespecter. Okay, so Majespecter Storm, Sonics, Cyclone, and Majespecter Wind are like the only cards that you can go, which I think... Let's see, Majespecter Storm, tribute 1 wind spellcaster, target a monster your opponent controls, shuffle it into the deck. That actually is really good removal. That's actually pretty nuts. Sonics, target a Majespecter monster you control until the end of the turn. Its attack and defense become double its current attack and defense, and any battle damage it inflicts to your opponent is halved. That's decent. That's decent. Cyclone, tribute 1 wind spellcaster, target a monster your opponent controls, destroy it. Okay. Alright, that's... Okay, so, I mean, to be fair, the deck really doesn't need a whole lot of spells anyway, so I guess it makes sense that they would want to try and add some of the removal cards, which for the most part, you're gonna want to either add Cyclone or Storm, which, funny enough, I believe with Storm you can actually play Storm the same turn that the card was set, because of the fact that because of the fact that it's a normal spell, and even if you set normal spells, you can still activate them right away. The only way that you wouldn't be able to is if your opponent had a card like, say, Anti-Spell Fragrance, which, to be fair, that card actually actually works against this, against the Majespecter deck. So the idea would be for you to normal summon a card like, say, Yada. A card like, say, Yada, combo off into summoning Kirin, activate Kirin's, and then activate Porcupine's effect, special summon it, trigger its other effect to add Storm, Sonic, Cyclone, or even the new one, Majespecter Wind, set it, and then just combo off from there into a board that you basically, into a board where you have a chance to win. You have a chance to push for game. That's how nuts. That's how insane the deck is. Although in my honest opinion, in my opinion, I don't think the deck I don't think the deck has I don't think the deck will be able to nowadays, I think even without Kirin, I think the deck could still play, but only time will tell. Only time will tell. But this is basically your best, like, combo extender, if you will, which is pretty cool. Next up, we have Majespecter Draco, which is a rank 4 Wind Spellcaster Xyz Pendulum with 2300 attack, 2000 defense. Its pen scale is 5, and its pendulum effect is a once per turn, and both of its monster effects are once per turn. The pendulum effect says if you have a Majespecter or Draco Slayer card in your other pendulum zone, you can add one Majespecter card from your deck to your hand, then you can destroy one card in your pendulum zone. So this is basically a way to just this is basically your, like, Rhoda for the whole deck, which is pretty nice. And what's even more cool is that when it's destroyed in the monster zone, you could just place this card into your pendulum zone, and you get to trigger off the pendulum effect, which is pretty nuts. It's actually kind of nuts. The monster effect says if you can pen summon level 4. You can pendulum summon this face-up card from your extra deck. You can only use the first monster effect up to twice per turn, which reads, if a monster is distributed while this monster is on the field, you can detach one material from this card, special summon a level 6 Allure Wind Spellcaster monster from your deck. So this is basically a way for you to get Kirin on board, because Kirin is a 6. Kirin is a level 6. So it's possible that we could potentially see Kirin come back into the format, which, honestly, if that's the case, woohoo! Woohoo! Players beware, Majespecter is coming to bite you in the ass. I'm telling you, Majespecters could have that potential, but only if Kirin comes back into the format. If it comes back to 1, it wouldn't be so bad. It wouldn't be so bad. It will still play, but it wouldn't be as, like, powerful as it would have been if it was at 3. Let's see. The second effect says if this card in the monster zone is destroyed by a card effect or attributed, you can place it in your pendulum zone. So this was the effect that I was talking about. So that's actually not bad. Not bad. It's this card is basically a combo on its own. Being able to summon Kirin from your deck, being able to tribute this card, putting it into the fucking pendulum zone, and then combo off into a board where it would be what? It would be what? Kirin plus what? Plus what? Plus what? Appaloosa for 4? And Borload Savage Dragon, that's like what, 5, 6, maybe 7? At least what? At least 6 negates right there. Just off of this one Xyz monster alone. That's how crazy this card really is. That is nuts. Next up, we actually have the Link monster, which is known as Majespecter Orthrus Nu, which is a Wind Spellcaster Link 2 with 1500 attack, and its arrows are bottom left, bottom right, and requires 2 Pendulum monsters, including a Majespecter monster. And the effect, and the one singular effect is a once per turn, which reads, if this card is Link summoned, you can activate this effect. You cannot special summon monsters from the extract for the rest of the turn except Majespecter or Draco Slayer monsters. Also add up to 2 face-up Majespecter Pendulum monsters from your extract to your hand. Then you can add up to 2 Majespecter Pendulum monsters with different names from each other from your deck to your extract face-up. So this is basically like a way for you to like tag out from the face-up extract to your hand, and then from the deck to your extra deck face up, which again helps you combo off into summoning Kieran right off the bat, just right off the bat, depending on what cards you add to your hand, what cards you put into your extra deck. It all just depends, but that's actually a pretty nasty effect. And now for the final card, it is known as the aforementioned spell known as Majespecter Wind, which is a quick play spell, and the effect is a once per turn. When you activate this card, you can also tribute 1 Wind Spellcaster monster, and the effect reads: special summon one Majespecter monster from your hand or grave, and if you tributed a monster at activation, you can special summon it from your deck instead. So it's basically, this is basically a cyber ref system for the whole deck. It's sort of like a Monster Reborn cyber ref system like card. This is probably the best card you could potentially have in the deck, because you can run 3 copies of this, and you would basically have what? That's like what? Potentially that's literally 3 monsters summoned from either your hand, your deck, or your graveyard. So again, it's a cyber ref system on steroids. Plain and simple. My thoughts on the new support, I think they're awesome. I don't know if Again, we don't know if Kieran will come back into the format with the upcoming ban list. It's kind of hard to say, but I will say this. I will say this. These new cards are absolutely insane, and I have no doubt in my mind that with some of the futures, with some of the other YCSs coming up upon Phantom Nightmare being released, Majespecters, they could potentially dominate YCS, maybe even Nationals for all we know. But that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more card discussions in the future, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on all my social media. My ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.